What is up, you guys? This is the White Rabbit, and welcome back to Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, where we must select our next fighter. Now, I'm down to the last 3 stories of the characters on this screen that I can do. I need to do Suhao, Drummond, Natara, and then I don't know if Mocap or Blaze has any, because I have to beat Conquest in order to unlock them. Let's go with Sub-Zero. Because we did Frost's, and it kind of delved into what her thing was, and what her deal was. So, we're gonna delve into Sub-Zero and see what his stuff is about. Sub-Zero has found that the Lin Kuei Dragon Medallion has greatly improved his normal fighting abilities. In addition to it has enhanced his freezing powers in unexpected ways. You must learn Sub-Zero's enhanced fighting styles if you wish to seek enlightenment. The first of Sub-Zero's fighting styles that you will need to master is his Shotokan style. Shotokan is a style of karate, which has its roots in Okinawa. Historically, Okinawa enjoyed a great trade economy, which exposed the locals to martial arts from many lands. Master Funakoshi Jichin founded Shotokan karate in 1936 in Tokyo. It is more linear and can be a very aggressive and devastating style. Well, alrighty then. Devastating styles, you say? I do like the idea of devastating things. Many years ago, Sub-Zero had been hunted by his fellow Lin Kuei, Cyrax, for challenging and eventually leaving the clan. Let us begin the Shotokan High Attacks lesson with the cyborg ninja Cyrax. So, Sub-Zero just seems like a ninja. But why did he want to leave? In a battle with Cyrax, Sub-Zero used an attack called the Mountain Punch. This attack allows him to pop Cyrax into the air long enough to execute another attack. I mean, I guess that's what you would call it. I would just call it an uppercut. But, you know, try attacking Cyrax with the Mountain Punch, and while he's in the air, attack him twice more with it. Simple. Simple. Excellent. You are learning quickly. Let us move on to the Shotokan low attacks. Let us see how you fare against this cyborg ninja. I mean, I would think I'm faring pretty well. Very well done. Sub-Zero's Shotokan fighting style also utilizes an escape move that allows him to quickly put distance between himself and his opponent. Yeah. There. Superb, you say? I don't disagree, but it's very basic stuff that we're doing here. And I don't necessarily know if it is superb. You bring honor to Earthrealm. You have successfully proven your mastery of Sub-Zero's Shotokan style. Your next lesson will be to learn another of Sub-Zero's martial arts fighting styles, the Dragon style. The Dragon style is a southern Chinese style that imitates the movement of the mythological beast. The main attacking parts of the dragon are its claws and tail, which are mimicked by the hands and legs of the practitioner. The dragon is a symbol of power and strength. I could have told you that, and I'm not very smart. I mean, I guess in later stories, Sub-Zero does find a dragon egg, but like any great structure, fighting skill is built brick by brick. You must first learn the basics of the dragon style before continuing further. Okay. Once again, that's an uppercut. Sub-Zero's strength has increased greatly since donning the Dragon Medallion. Using the medallion's energy, he has developed a very powerful move called the Dragon Attack. Execute 3 dragon attacks. Okay, come here. So Sub-Zero learned how to push. That's what you're telling me? He learned how to push people? Oh, my neck. Oh, excellent. You are indeed a warrior worthy of the Lin Kuei. Let us move on to the dragon low attacks. I just don't get it. Is it me? By channeling energy from the medallion through his dragon fighting style, Sub-Zero is able to perform a Naijin. A Naijin allows Sub-Zero to increase the power of his attacks for a limited period of time. Okay. Is it just me that doesn't get where this medallion came from? I'm assuming it's the thing on his belt. I just don't get it. It might just be me. The Sea of Ice. How appropriate. Excellent. Your training in the art of dragon is complete. Let us move on to Sub-Zero's weapon style, the Kori Blade. The Dragon Medallion has amplified Sub-Zero's freezing ability, or Kori, in such a way that he can form complex objects out of solid ice from surrounding water vapor. One such object is his Kori Blade. Yeah, he gets a sword. I don't know why I look over here. There's nothing over there but shelves. Oh, it's Drawman. You must first learn to instantly form a Kori Blade. From there, you will practice Kori Blade basic attacks. Okay. I don't think those were basic. Basic is like square, triangle, X, circle. Unlike some warriors, Sub-Zero mixes kicks with his weapon attacks. Yeah. I actually have a sword like that, I think. The Stomp Kick is an attack Sub-Zero uses in his Kori Blade style that pops his opponent into the air long enough to execute another attack. Attack Drawman with a Stomp Kick to juggle him. Then while he's in the air, follow up with any strike from the Kori Blade before he hits the ground. There. Would the Stomp Kick count as another attack? Sub-Zero has the ability to impale his Kori Blade into an opponent to drain his life force. This is a devastating tactic that can turn a duel to his advantage. Once lodged into an opponent, his blade cannot be removed. Good to know. I would imagine all blades can be stabbed into the opponent. But, you know, that's just me thinking logically. I do like this little, like, story-esque type thing that Conquest is. I just wish there was, like, cutscenes and stuff. Now that you have mastered Sub-Zero's main fighting styles, you must learn his special attacks. Sub-Zero has trained many years to hone his natural ability to freeze. This trait has been passed down through many generations of his family line. But with the power of the Dragon Medallion amplifying this ability, his Kori attacks are more powerful than ever. Like, even if it didn't have cutscenes, just have, like, voiceover. That way, I don't have to read everything and strain my voice even more. Sub-Zero's freeze projectile attack has become legendary through the realm of Earth and Outworld. It is an excellent means for stopping his opponent in their tracks. Practice attacking Natara with 2 freeze projectiles attack before time runs out. Yeah, I freeze myself. Vampires are cold-blooded. Natara will recover. She will not be such an easy target this time. Execute twice and there, I just freeze myself. And that counts, apparently. In addition to the freeze projectile, Sub-Zero also has a charge attack in his arsenal called the Cold Shoulder. It is a quick dashing attack that knocks your opponent backwards. Okay. I mean, again, that's like an uppercut to the abdomen. Not necessarily a shoulder check. Nice work, but vampires like Natara can be nimble targets. She will not let you attack her this time. Really? Won't let me attack her. Because that seemed relatively easy, in my opinion. Just throwing that out there. Now try to combine these 2 icy attacks. Freeze Natara, then follow it up with Cold Shoulder. There. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent, I say! Also, after this episode, or after this training, we are going to have a little treat. Because we are going to spend every single coin I have, except for Sapphire and Gold. Excellent. You have mastered Sub-Zero's classic freeze projectile attack. But to become Lin Kuei, you have much more to learn. An interesting new attack the medallion has unlocked for Sub-Zero is his Ice Shaker attack. Both offensive and defensive, this attack surrounds him with a super chilled barrier that flash freezes an opponent within range. Right. Once again, where did this medallion come from? Many years ago, Sub-Zero's brother was manipulated by the sorcerer Quan Chi to retrieve for him an amulet from its hiding place in Earthrealm. The sorcerer later framed Sub-Zero's brother for the death of Scorpion's family and clan, which led to his demise at the hands of the enraged ninja Spectre Scorpion. Quan Chi has much to answer for. Freeze him using Sub-Zero's Ice Shaker attack 3 times before time runs out. Yep. Let me out. I don't know why it freezes me if I'm able to freeze him. Well done. However, it was not enough to chill Quan Chi's already cold heart. This time he will not allow you the satisfaction of revenge. Yeah, freeze him 3 times. There we go. So what I've learned is that there are some combatants that have like the chain style and some that don't, which is odd. Very well done. Now you must learn attack combinations. Utilizing combos will greatly increase the damage done to your opponent. Scorpion has hunted Sub-Zero for years. He believed that Sub-Zero murdered his family and clan. Now he believes Quan Chi to be the true murderer, and will not harm Sub-Zero. Why is that relevant? Am I about to fight Scorpion? Yep. Practice these Shotokan combos on Scorpion before you face your real opponent. Hang on. I'm confused. There we go. Why wasn't that working? Well done. Let us see how you face with some more complicated combos. I did this one. No, come on. There we go. I hate these. Oh, we're gonna get to longer combos, and that's gonna suck. Oh, that's gonna suck a lot. Oh, my head already hurts from this. Excellent. Now you must expand your training by mastering a few combos from another style. The next Dragon combo lesson will work similarly to the Shotokan combo lessons. Interesting. Alright, I'm down for it. Who was last time? Reptile. At one time, the Red Dragon clan would have been considered a potential ally of the Lin Kuei. But now that Sub-Zero has transformed the Lin Kuei into a force for good, the Red Dragon will pose a great threat. Practice these Dragon-style combos on the Red Dragon Infiltrator, Su Hao. Okay, these are a little easier, but I'd imagine they can get harder. Well done. Let us see how you fare with some resistance and a few more complicated combos. What? Oh. Eh. Su Hao is a powerful adversary, apparently. Apparently, those attacks did not intimidate him. Oh. Was that all the Corey Blade combos? Are we gonna get into the more annoying ones now? Oh, I hope not. Indeed, you are most fortunate. You will now have the honor of participating in the trial of blood. So I just have to make someone bleed X amount of liters of blood. Make Shang Tsung bleed 80 pints. Oh, 80 pints. Oh, wait. No, come... Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. I hate that noise so much, but it's the quickest way I can get that challenge done. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh boy. What is this? Your combo skills have improved greatly. Now you must expand your training further. You must learn to combine fighting styles to form more powerful attack combinations. Combining multiple styles into one combo is called a style branch. Yeah. I hate these combos. I hate the style branch combos. Because it's not even that they're that hard. The first style branch combo between Shotokan and Dragon. Is that they get so tedious. The time you will add one more attack coming from Dragon Style. I think I did more than what I was supposed to. Okay. Well done. Scorpion may rethink his vow not to kill you after such punishment. Oh my lord. Good grief. Oh no. Am I gonna have to go through all three? Excellent. Even the Lin Kuei warrior Frost was unable to complete that combo. But now you must progress to learn the kind of attack combination that makes Sub-Zero a formidable foe. You must combine all three of Sub-Zero's fighting styles into one long style. Yep. Whoops. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. That was slightly easier than I anticipated, which makes me worry. But this is the mirror match now, I believe. Excellent. You have learned much on this journey. You have honed your skills as well as defeated your opponents. Now one more task is at hand. Defeating another foe as a warrior will have many opponents in his lifetime, but there is one demon that possesses the greatest threat. To overcome is one's own self. Win 3 out of 5. Yeah. You know, like we've done several times before.
Round 1.
Oh, but he has a mask. Yeah, win 3 out of 5. There we go. Haha! At least with... Oh my... The tip of my nose itches.
Round 2. Fight!
At least this time, he doesn't have the dang... He doesn't have the dang blip, 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 blip.
Victory. Round 3.
But...
Fight!
Hold still, will you? Ow. Confound it. Ow. There we go. Ow. I almost lost that one. I don't think I've lost one of those before. That would have been slightly concerning. I need my little cheat sheet to tell me which ones we're looking for. Congratulations, you have finished your training. This journey is complete, but the... Yeah. Since we have more people to unlock in stuff. Alright, to the crypt! I mean, we're almost done. We're almost done. The crypt. I like how you go down that. Alright, let's see. We need either 6,500 sapphire or 4022 gold. We have neither. So, we are going to spend everything else. So, platinum, ruby, jade, and onyx we are going to spend. Li Mei, we already have her. Well, I guess that would be like her bio or something. Something to that effect. Ooh, we don't have enough jade. Confound it all. You know, it is at this point in time that I'm realizing exactly how much of this stuff I've bought and how much I could have saved in order to get these characters, and then I could have just bought everything else. Like, most of this... Most of the stuff we're seeing, anyway. Like, all this sapphire and stuff that I spent could have gone towards either Draman or Natara. But no. But no. Shut up and stop laughing at me. But we're getting most of the stuff anywho's. Empty! How dare you! I hate empty coffins. They're such a tease. Don't be another empty. Ruby! Okay. If we could get gold, that would be nice. If we could get a lot of gold, that would be nice. Just throwing that out there. Whole bunch of gold coins, that would be nice. That way we can get Natara. Cave arena concept. There's a video? Alright. More of these things I'm gonna probably show with the end of the series, maybe. Depending if y'all want to see the bonus features and whatnot. And have me, like, read each character model. Or not character model, but, like, character concept, their backstories and whatnot. You know, if I could swap, have my ruby and gold swap. Because I just had, like, 42? 4,200 ruby? I don't know. Just, that would be nice. Ooh, unlocked arena nethership. I can unlock arenas? Why did no one inform me of this? Oh well, it'll give some interesting stuff, I guess. Acid bath. Cool. Ooh, ruby. 1460. This is an expensive coffin. Character costume, Johnny Cage. Alright, unfortunately we've already done Johnny Cage. Or at least I have. Oh, I haven't seen the ending for him. Well, I guess in theory I could wear that costume for, like, the fatalities. Because I've decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show each fatality before the ending of that said character. So, like, before I show Johnny Cage's after arcade story, I will show his fatality. Just because that seems right to me. Seems like something that should be done. Seems like action figures. Good grief. Seems like something that should be done. Alright, so I'm down to last few jade that I can spend. If I can find a jade coffin that I can afford. I mean, in theory, there's onyx and ruby I could still afford. Why is it just full of action figures? Why is E full of action figures? Okay, those rubies I can't afford. Oh, I'm off by 2. Oh well. See? Like, this onyx I can afford. Unless I went blind for a moment and that was actually a sapphire. Ooh, comic book art. Not bad. I'd like the comic books. 666. Well then. Okay. I need J. I can afford this. We're going through a lot, if I'm being honest. We're going through a lot of coffins. MK2 characters. Nice. Imagine if it gave you the outfits for those characters. Well, I don't suppose the outfits change. Jade! I don't suppose the outfits changed that much, did they? Good grief, that's ridiculous. I'm trying to get rid of money, not gain more. 156, I cannot afford that. 277, nope. I can definitely afford the jade one. Get good. Is this gonna be an empty coffin? Nope, comic book art. Depending if, like, the comic book art is... There's a dang spider. Depending if comic book art is in order, like if each page I'm collecting for the comic book art is a panel, I might have to read the comic book. All depending, though. If it's not an actual comic book panel in order, then I probably won't read it, if I'm being honest. More comic books. Oh, no. Ooh, an onyx I can afford. How bizarre. Okay, I'm down to only ruby. Or no, not ruby, jade. I think I can afford. Unless I find like a really cheap ruby or onyx. Which is entirely possible, I suppose. Or platinum. If I find a really cheap platinum. MK gold print? Oh, gold print ad. My brain is not working anymore. After opening so many coffins, my brain doesn't work. Ice Palace test. Why is there so many videos of them testing? Herman Sanchez. Okay. Hello, Herman. $187 jade. What do you get me? Conquest mode concepts. Cool. Alright. HO. Oh, I swear if this is an empty coffin, I'm gonna be upset. Scorpion preliminary model. You know what? Fair enough. Okay, HN. I think I might have enough to get that 55 Jade that we saw earlier. Alright. Do I get, like, an achievement? No, achievements weren't a thing in this era. I was gonna say, can I get an achievement for opening so many coffins? But, yet again, achievements weren't a thing. I would buy the 37 Sapphire, but I want to save as much as I possibly can. 91 Sapphire. Okay, that you know what? That's fine. That puts us at 3,900 out of 6,500 that we need. I'm just gonna scroll through, see if there's any like really cheap Jade or Ruby that we can afford. I'm not thinking there will be, because I think when I was going through this in off time, I think I might have bought like all the really cheap ones. Just, I don't know, just to save time, I guess. Movado. We already have Movado. Oh, well, character bio. I keep forgetting that character bios are a thing in this game, because I don't really know if I have an interest in them. I mean, if you guys want to see the character bios, I will happily show them. I will read them if necessary. Just to kind of, you know, get it as content. But as far as myself wanting to read them, I don't really have an interest. I don't really care either way to read them or not to read them. That is the question. To read or not to read the character bios, that is thine question. Ooh! There we go. Alright. Suddenly, the rest of the coins feel very small. 177... Ah! That's what I get. That's what I get. Alright. 191 Jade. I need a cheap Jade one. Well, I guess not even necessarily cheap. If we can find one that's like 190, that would be fine. 1214, jeez. Also, just take into account... Oh, 186, good. Take into account for a second. We have 3,900 Sapphire coins. And depending on how much Sapphire is worth, that could be a lot. But, with that, I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you liked it, you know what to do. Keep things crazy. And I'll see you guys in the next one.